I remember when I graduated high school, I got on that stage, got a diploma, saw my dad, waved to him. He said, hey, I'm going to the Bronx to see Pedro pitching. I'll see you at dinner. And I got off that stage and I held my diploma in my hand and said, wow, my life's changed. I'm a high school graduate now. I'll no longer be a student at collegiate. Shout out to the Dutchman. That moment changed my life as a different path. The moment I met my wife in the south of France. Hello, what's your name? Mariah? My name's Ben. My life changed in that moment forever, went a different way. And yesterday, and I came out of the restroom, again, beautiful facilities here at the Rich Eisen Studios, had everything we needed.
Toilet water. So
came out of the bathroom and the world has changed. Brockman looked me in the eye.
I did.
We locked eyes and we knew
it was beautiful
that we would never be the same.
It was a moment we shared. We shared a moment, Ben, yesterday, and the world changed for you. My world is now a little bit not as much different.
But different, but not as much different, but yet you live in a different existence. Life is a series of timelines and sliding doors, and time is a construct that doesn't exist. We all saw Arrival with Amy Adams.
Well, so time is a flat circle, and we live on the space-time continuum.
And they say Father Time is undefeated, but we don't know if that is to be absolute, because yesterday, time shifted, and the world changed.
This is such a big preamble.
And Carmelo Anthony signed with the Lakers, and I have to go buy a purple and gold jersey now. It's a different world that we live in. Look at the Instagram. He put the L as a Lakers L.
God.
We live in a new world. Carmelo Anthony plays for Lakers. I'm driving home. I go, do I get the purple jersey? Do I get the gold? Do I get with the Friday night? They get the blackouts. Do I get the Sunday whites? What do I get for Carmelo with the? He's playing with LeBron James.
Well, Josiah said you got to get the baby blue. Minneapolis.
I might have to get one in every color.
Stop it.
It was crazy to wake up this morning as a Laker fan. Let me tell you, the sky was blue. I was thinking about all the championships, all the legends: Jerry West, George Mikan, Elgin Baylor. Magic Johnson, and now Carmelo Anthony. Just changed my perspective on life.
Stop.
Gave me hope.
I'm so upset.
It was incredible, guys. We had a moment. We locked eyes because you knew. You knew that I knew that you knew.
Right. Well, you had been talking about it a whole show, like when Melo signs, what jersey do I get?
Like, it happened.
And
now he's going to have an opportunity in year 18 to compete for an NBA title. It's emotional stuff. Hold on, guys. I need a minute. I gotta get myself together. This is incredible.
I had the completely opposite reaction than you. Obviously.
Carmelo Anthony playing alongside LeBron James.
Complete opposite. Because
star-crossed players who met one fateful night before a high school basketball game. They sat on the stoop.
They were the original Spider-Man meme. They both pointed at each other. It was like, I need you.
And now to find themselves back again, playing alongside each other. Oh,
what number does he wear?
I hope it's not the 00. That's why we didn't get the Portland jersey. I was down with the Portland thing, but the 00 just wasn't a good look. Especially as you're getting older and you got a big 0 on your belly, right? And the 0 on the, it's just too much. I wasn't into that.
Probably 7.
But I'm so happy for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, if you look at retired numbers, I mean, if he could go back to the 15.
He'll be the greatest player in the history of the sport to never have his number retired. And should he win a title this year, he'll be one of only 9 guys to ever have an NCAA title, an Olympic medal, and a championship. These are the credentials you need to get into the Chris Brockman Hall of Fame.
It's a hard Hall of Fame to get in.
It's not the Hall of like, wow, you were great. No, it's the Hall of Fame, people.
Yeah, and Carmelo Anthony will be a first ballot whatever Hall of Fame there is. As a Syracuse guy.
I know, I love him.
Then you understand how the world is in a different place.
But I hate that he's on the Lakers.
So now that you're going to be a Celtics fan through and through, you're going to be turning on a Laker game in February and be like, man, I hope they pull this out.
No, I'm not.
It's going to be great.
I want him to score
Laker
30 every
Nation,
night, but the
biggest
Lakers
social media in the game. Laker Nation, Showtime Forum. I was there. I'm like every back doctor in Los Angeles who every time you go see somebody to work on your back, they say, let me tell you, I was the Showtime Lakers back doctor. I did Kurt Rambis's L4, L5.
Doctor said they needed a backiotomy.
Have you ever gone into a doctor in Los Angeles who's not tried to tell you that they worked with the Showtime Lakers? Oh, I was Byron Scott's dentist. Does he have great teeth? I don't know, but here's my medical card.
Who are they going to sign next? Because it's like, what other like borderline washed up superstar is going to come back out here and
borderline washed up.
find the fountain of youth.
You know, like,
quotes.
I'm always a fan of saying, like, people doing like a Hulk Hogan heel turn at Bash of the Beach in '96, and Brockman's heel turn was kind of Hulk Hoganish when it comes to Melo. Like, he loved Carmelo, then all of a sudden he just turned on him like 2 weeks ago.
Well, that's the thing. Is if you're not rooting for Carmelo and the Lakers this year, that's a you problem.
What are you talking about?
Everyone should be Laker Nation this year. Are you kidding me?
let me
To
tell you-
see these two icons, to see these two leaders of men, to see these two fathers, these two just legends compete at the highest level, how can you not get on board with this?
Let me tell you something, Ben. I own probably more Carmelo Anthony basketball jerseys than any other player. I've got his high school jersey. I've got his Oak Hill. I've got his All-American jersey. I've got two Nuggets jerseys, one autographed, but now he's with the Lakers. I got to boo this man, Chris.
Gotta boo this man.
I
I gotta boo this man.
I like Melo. I'm a Melo fan, but I got to
love
boo this
Carmelo.
man. I was a LeBron James fan, but I had to boo that man. Like,
Why do you guys do this? You guys do this for the story, right? You guys are into sports for the great stories that transcend the games, the great stories that inspire generations of future fans.
Yeah, I'm
And if one half of the banana boat, even though Melo was never photographed on the banana boat can get together and make one last run. That's a great story.
Is Dwayne Wade coming out of retirement?
That's what can he be part owner of one team and then suit up for another team?
These guys are changing the game. They're breaking barriers. They're doing things guys have never done before. Carmelo has a weekly wine newsletter. That's a great read. It gives you price point selections for expensive things, regular bottles of wine, and just something for an everyday drink.
How many different email accounts do you have subscribed to that newsletter?
Look, Ben, you don't have to
Live stream conversations with sommeliers from the Willamette Valley are intoxicating.
You said breaking
I'm
barriers.
not drinking any Merlot.
They're going to be breaking bones because they're so damn old.
then the rest of the roster construction, they added youth. Kendrick Nunn, who Dan Fleischman, who you guys know as the
I don't know him,
sports
but-
card guy who works with Devin Aoki on the spot on Sunset, the card place, the coffee breakers, you know those guys? He went
I know
all
who they
in.
are,
He
yeah.
bought $10,000 worth of Kendrick Nunn cards.
Well, that was a mistake.
Well, now he's with the Lakers
Wow,
and he's going to
that
win a
is
championship.
aggressive.
So who knows? Maybe that'll pay off. They got youth, Malik Monk.
I'm going to tell you something.
THT's back.
I don't think that bet's going
All
to pay
in.
off, Ben.
Purple and gold running through my veins. Okay? I remember being at the Forum.
I thought it
Jack,
was weird that you had a
Sharon
car flag
Stone.
on your rental car.
And a flag
outside.
going, yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I thought it was kind of strange this morning. I wondered
my
where you were.
God.
It was on his car, Brockman, because when I pulled in, I may have pulled it off.
And then think about this. Then think about this day that I had yesterday, okay, right? The world changes. We're forever in a new existence, a new time continuum. And then Jadakiss performs in Madison Square Garden last night.
My goodness. Oh, my goodness.
I mean,
Kidding me?
by the
I know
way-
Melo holds the record for 62 points in the Garden, but Jada might have dropped 63 last
Let me
night.
tell you something.
Like, people, I wish you could understand how hyped these two were about this concert last night that went down.
Let me tell you, this versus battle last night between Dipset and the Locks was, first of all, it was over 3 songs into it, if you ask my opinion. Like, the Locks just shut it down. But Jadakiss, like you said, Carmelo's 62 in the Garden, not since Bruno Sammartino would sell out 8 years straight, not since Willis Reed and Walt Clyde Frazier, not since Patrick Ewing and Allen Houston and Starks, not since Carmelo Anthony has anybody put on a performance in the world's most famous arena like Jadakiss did last night. My man put it down for the culture, as they say. And I wore Timberlands today for Kiss. I got the Biggie shirt.
Oh my
like I'm
gosh.
just gonna be spitting Locks lyrics when I pop up. I lock shop up, pull the drop up, park a block up, hit the alarm, put the top up, stash the drawer in my sock, then pull my sock up. Jadakiss all day.
Wow.
Like I'm
That was
feeling
impressive, TJ.
Man, it was amazing last night. It was like I've never wanted to be somewhere so much, and then at the same point be happy I wasn't somewhere. It was just a weird feeling, but it was a great battle to sit there. Real hip hop. You can keep all your little babies and the babies and little Bo Peeps and Pumps and all those other cats. That's your hip hop kids. Cool. Nah, give me the Locks all day.
Ben Lyons in for Rich on the Rich Eisen Show, a program that often breaks down last night's verses and talks about the Locks versus Dipset, I'm sure, on
was
a
amazing.
weekly occasion here on the show. So last night, Jadakiss goes for 63 in the Garden after Carmelo Anthony teams up with LeBron James and creates a new space-time continuum. And then this morning on the way to come into work, again, want to give you guys insight into the Rich Eisen studios and how it works. You come in early morning, the lights are off, but then you start to have the creative ideas flow, and we start to do a production meeting, and we're sending each other emails with stats and information, and then boom, cardiac Kemba in the garden. What? Are you kidding me?
And he's a Knicks fan again. He's a Knicks fan again.
Kemba Walker, cue the Diddy music. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world. Oh, wash away the pain from yesterday. Now, does he have a knee? We'll find out, but who cares?
I'm from New York.
Kemba
You have two
Walker.
of the same player on the same team when you don't need any of them.
And put them together, and it's a top 5 point guard.
Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker
5 years ago, but
are
whatever.
the same player at this point.
Yo,
Come
look
on.
at this hater. He's hating on Melo, hating on the locks,
Hating.
and then because we get his backcourt, we get Fournier and Kemba down at the world's
He's a little
most
upset
famous.
about that, yeah.
You know, I get it, and the world's different for Brockman than it was yesterday.
I am in such a fragile state of mind. The Celtics haven't done anything. We essentially traded a first, 2 seconds, Fournier, Kemba, for Al Horford in cap space. Like, I'm crumbling on the inside of my basketball team. The Red Sox have lost 5 in a row. Suddenly, our gigantic lead in the AL East is gone. We're not even in first anymore. The Yankees are on our heels because they won again. Everything is falling. I'm in a glass cage of emotion. I'm like Ron Burgundy banging on the inside of a phone booth right
Batman
now.
kick Baxter.
And then you come into your job and you've got nothing but 2 hours and 45 minutes left of Carmelo Anthony talk. So
And
it's
Jada
great
kissing the
to
locks.
be
And on top
Brockman
of it all,
today.
my favorite college player of all time is on the team I hate the most. What is happening?
It's all about perspective. It's all about which timeline your existence is on. And for Brockman, his world was different, just though the same way that my world changed. Feeling great today. I'm so excited. Melo with LeBron and the Lakers. I'm getting a purple jersey, maybe even a gold one.
Man.
Jadakiss dropping 63. And now cardiac Kemba, 10 years after the shot in the Big East tournament. Oh, I'm fired up. It's going to be a great day of multi-platform content on this show. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.